When you create a table on Netezza, you're going to have to come up with one very important design concept. What will be the distribution key? That's going to be very important because that's going to determine how the data will be laid across the spoos, and in many cases, how it can affect the speed of some of these queries. So you pick a good distribution key, and that's pretty much all you're going to have to do. You've got two options. Option number one is to pick one of the columns in the table and say, I want that to be the distribution key. And you can see that here in this first example. We're distributing on that column. The second opportunity you have is to say, you know what? Distribute on random. It's going to spread the rows across all of the spoos evenly, no duplication. They'll all have their own rows, but it's going to be the random solution. So if you can't find a good key or you can't get good distribution that you want, and I'll explain more on how that works, you'll see a lot of people pick the first time distribute on random until I can learn how this table's queried. Then I'll alter that. Those are your two choices. Laying the data out is very important. The distribution key options, I want you to know these. Here are 4 excellent examples. In the first example, we're going to distribute on the employee number. That's the column in the table that we want the distribution to happen on. So they're going to hash that. Since the employee numbers are unique, and I happen to know that there's no duplicates out there, it's going to spread the rows perfectly among those spoos every single time. Now, in our second example, we're distributing, again, on a single column on DEPNO. But here's the difference. Because it's a math formula that actually distributes this, if there are 10 people in Department 400, all 10 of them are going to go to the same spoo. Okay, if there are 20 people in Department 500, all 20 of them are going to go to a different spoo, but they'll be together, so you're not going to get perfect distribution in that case. So you have to be a little bit careful. For example, if you picked distribute on gender code, male or female, there's only going to be 2 spoos in the whole system that hold that data. And so that's why it's important when you have data that's not unique, you got to be a little bit more careful if you're going to use that as your distribution key. One key to figuring out how to do that better is to have a multi-column distribution key. And as you can see here, I've got first name and last name. Now, I can have up to 4 columns, and that can be my multi-column distribution key, and that'll get me better distribution. Lastly, we've got to distribute on random. When in doubt, that's the way you go, because you can have even distribution, and that's pretty daggone good. There are some complications with that, which I will explain. I haven't gotten the whole story to you, but those are your 4 options when you're creating tables and looking for that distribution key.